Hi guys, I am Jennifer Hunt, wife, mom, and registered dietitian, and I help women nourish their bodies, feed their families well, and love the woman in the mirror. So, it's holiday season, and I thought that we're probably going to be attending a lot of gatherings and parties and such. So I thought it would be fun to share with you guys one of my favorite make-ahead recipes and side dishes. So what are we going to be making? Kale
Salad.
Kale salad with what is going to go on top? Grapes and goat cheese and some nuts. So we are going to show you guys how to make this recipe. I have my little helper here and we're going to get to it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so first we need what?
Kale.
Kale. So I have already gone ahead and chopped up some kale, but I want to show you guys how much we need. So we're going to use about 5 to 6 ounces of some kale, okay? And so this is what it looks like when you get it in the grocery store. Go ahead and wash the leaves, and then when you are done washing, we are going to actually pull all of the leaves off. So let's see how this goes. We're going to, all right, I'm gonna show you, okay? We're gonna take the end, and then we're gonna pull down, and as you pull down, you're able to pull off some of the stalk, and then if you have a little bit more, you can just kind of pull it off like that, right? Okay. So while I go ahead and chop this up, and really the way that I handle my kale for this particular recipe is I kind of just chop it in ribbons.
First,
so
we need
that
this,
we,
and then
yeah.
we need this.
And so as I chop, she is going to actually put together our salad dressing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But how?
Well, we're going to do it together, right?
Like that?
Okay, so what are we starting with?
Olive oil.
Olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. We have a 1/4 cup in a mason jar. And then to that, we are going to be adding some salt and some pepper, right?
Yeah.
So we've got a 1/4 cup of some salt and an 1/4 cup, a 1/4 teaspoon of some salt, and then an 1/8 teaspoon of some fresh ground black pepper. So all of that is going into our mason jar. And then we need an acid, so that's part of what you always need to have in our salad dressing. So in this recipe, we're using lemon juice, and this is 3 tablespoons of some lemon juice. So if you can do fresh squeezed lemon juice, that is fantastic. But if you don't have that around, you could use bottled if you have that like in your refrigerator. And then we also need something a little bit sweet. So that helps to balance out the actual acid in the lemon juice. So we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of what? What is this?
Maple syrup.
Maple syrup. So you could also use honey, either will do, and it's just to kind of counterbalance that tanginess that you get in your salad dressing. Okay, so that is all that we need. And is it tasty? Yeah? Okay. So we're gonna add the lid and put this on. Can you shake this up for me, please? Here we go. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna shake and then get all of that kind of combined really well.
It looks yummy now.
Does it look yummy? Is it all combined?
Look.
All right.
Now it's all combined.
Is it all ready? Okay. Well then let's dress our salad. So all of your kale is in a big bowl, and the maple syrup is still tasting really good right now. Okay, can you pour this on top of our salad? Or would you like me to?
I do.
Okay. So go ahead and pour all of that on top, and then you're just gonna take some tongs and toss it all together. Okay, are you gonna toss?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Toss, toss. So all that we're trying to do is really get all of that kale coated with the yummy dressing. And then what we are going to do after it is all coated, nice and well. Can mommy take a try? Yeah? Can I try? Thank you. All right. So after it's tossed really well, we are actually going to put some grapes in. And what I love about having grapes in this particular recipe is it really adds a nice sweet, juicy flavor and texture to this recipe. So we are going to top our kale about 1.5 cups of grapes. Now I usually cut them in half, but in this instance, the grapes were ginormous at the grocery store. So we actually cut them in like thirds or fourths. So we're gonna top our salad with all of our grapes. And then the next thing that you actually wanna do is you wanna put this into your refrigerator and let it sit for at least an hour or two, and longer is even better. Because what it does is that dressing actually starts to break down the kale and it really makes it tender and a lot more tasty, and the texture is just a lot more appealing when it comes to eating kale. So after it's sat for a few hours, then it is time to plate. Now this recipe is also really great to like literally make ahead a day in advance, so that if you're going to be going to a party and you don't want to have to think about it, you can literally make it a day in advance and then it's ready to go for you. So when it is time to plate, there are a couple of options. You could literally put the rest of the toppings on top and then serve it like that. In this instance, we are going to serve it on our plates, right?
No.
Yes. Okay. So, do you want to serve yourself? Yeah? Okay. Go for it. All right. So we have some on yours, and then we're gonna put some on Mommy's too. And so you do have to dig a little bit because sometimes the grapes get stuck at the bottom. So make sure that you toss it really well right before you serve it. Okay? And then we want to add some toppings on top of this. So usually I like to add a little bit of some goat cheese. My helper has gone to the refrigerator. I don't know what she's choosing, but we're gonna add some goat cheese. I've also used blue cheese before, and that is really tasty as well. So I love adding a little bit of some tang and some like cheesy richness. It adds a lot of really great mouth feel. So we're gonna add a little bit of some goat cheese on top. And then lastly, we are going to add some nuts. So I am using some toasted walnuts, and I feel like that is really tasty when it comes to just adding that extra texture. But if you have a different kind of nut in your pantry, you could use that as well. If you have some pistachios, and then what kind of nut are you choosing to use today?
Cashews.
Some cashews, okay? So we're gonna add some nuts on top. Do you want a little bit of goat cheese as well? Yes, okay. All right, so here we go. All right, are we ready to taste? I think so. Here we go. All right, so this is kale salad with walnuts and goat cheese and grapes. So delicious. I love all of the different textures and the flavors. It's a little sweet, a little tangy, crunchy. I think it's pretty delicious. What do you think?
I think it's the same thing.
No? Okay. Well, I hope you guys give this recipe a try. I think it'll be really lovely on your holiday table. If you want to add a little extra Christmas flair, adding some pomegranate seeds to the top would add just a really nice touch. But if you give this recipe a try, please tag me and let me know that you tried it. I would love to see what you are cooking up in your own kitchen. And if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. You can subscribe below, and I will see you guys next time with some more healthy inspiration.